I never thought that I would come on here and actually make a video, but what I've been seeing going on these YouTube streets has been cringe. It has been disgusting and it has been extremely disturbing. I cannot believe that this is going on right now. And I am very disappointed that so many people are not seeing this for what it is. So I had to come out of the bushes and get on here and share my opinion on the matter because I just cannot believe this is going on and this is being allowed on this platform. We have seen many content creators being hauled off to jail, to prison for abuse, for the things that they have been doing behind the camera, and the stuff that I am seeing being allowed. It is extremely disturbing to me. And something has got to give because this cannot continue. Let's get into this.
Hey y'all, so first of all, I'm trying not to cough, but I wanted to come on here and just say some things because the allegations that were said, whether it was said or insinuated, were so disgusting that, like, bro, I don't care. I don't care how much I don't like somebody. Like, that's disgusting to me. My daughter does not talk to Olivia's daughter. My daughter, I don't even think her daughter has a cell phone. My daughter don't even have a phone right now, but she doesn't even talk to her. My daughter don't affiliate with anything with her. Her daughter does watch my channel, and I only know that because she said that whenever we was on, when we were cool. But like, they never been like friends like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, the shit was disgusting to me. I've never been so disgusted in my life about somebody until now. And you can get on here and say anything. Bitch, you can say my water off. Bitch, you can say I'm broke. Bitch, you can say I'm losing my house. You can say anything. That stuff is like, okay, bitch, all right, you good. Y'all, that shit ain't gonna hurt me. But you know how when you tell when a bitch hit below the belt in certain situations? Like, you said that my child got molested. You even I don't even know if she said it because I'm going back and I'm listening. Some people are saying she insinuated it and let people think that. She threw it out there and like made it seem like something. I've never once came to this woman and said that.
Liv definitely insinuated that was what happened. Here's what she said.
She's starving her. That's not my business. All I just said was save her. Save the baby. That's all. Y'all figure it out. It's not my business. All those people want to support her, keep supporting her. Keep supporting that shit. It's literal child abuse right on camera. And it's been like that. It's been like that. Are you kidding me? You guys have seen kids locked up in rooms, busted windows. You guys have seen so much. So that's y'all. Y'all be watching that shit.
Do you hear this girl? She's literally saying that all of this stuff has been seen by everyone on YouTube, and yet she was friends with Jasmine. This was your girl at one point. You was talking to her all the time. You was telling her your business. You had your daughter, friends with her daughter, or talking to her daughter. Whatever that relationship was at one point, you were friends with her. You went to her house. So now all of a sudden, Jasmine is this horrible person that abuses her children, and it's been something that's been ongoing, and yet you were friends with her.
You're willing to get on this platform and lie so that I can be like you. She did insinuate that. Yeah, he's knocked out. He's knocked out. She either said it or insinuated it, but she put it out there to make it seem like that's what's going on. That she did. She did. The recording was sent to me that she did say that. If she did say that, it's fucked up. My thing is, it's how she's like. If people are trying to make it seem like they're like, oh, obviously, no. I don't give a fuck how you said it. You still put it out here and made it seem like that is the allegations that I'm so afraid of. I put that on everything posted. If you got so much, now you hear me, y'all hear the words coming out of my mouth, post it. Where I said that my kids is getting sexually assaulted. She's antagonizing me, telling me to come to Dallas or Arlington, because she's in Arlington. Telling me to come to Arlington. Oh, just pack up your kids and like it's giving. As soon as I get to Arlington, you're gonna want to fight me. You're gonna call the police. You're gonna act like you want to fight me. You're gonna call the police on me, and she'll be the type of person say her kids in danger and she's trying to fight me. Take her kids away. She's giving that.
Exactly. I was feeling the exact same way because we know Liv is not going to volunteer to fight Jasmine. Like, come on. And I was hoping that Jasmine didn't fall for this, even though I could see a lot of people in her comments was trying to gas her up. But I was feeling the same thing, that she was trying to lure Jasmine down there so she could call the police. Because the thing is, Liv is miserable. This girl is obviously competing with Jasmine. She hates Jasmine. And it's like she sees that Jasmine is doing so much good for herself. Jasmine is growing, she's thriving, and she has her children. That right there within itself is something that Liv can't stand. And so we also know Liv is very calculated. And I felt she was trying to plot on Jasmine to get her down there so she can pull a Karen and call the police and try to get Jasmine in a messed up situation with her kids. Like, this girl is evil, just evil.
And then on top of that, if my kids was sexually assaulted, or why would you want to come to my house? Why would you want to come? Why would you bring your kids around me since that was the case?
That part. Why would you, Liv, want to bring all three of your children to a person's house who you know allegedly is messing with Jasmine's child? What does that say about you? And didn't you come on here when Chris and Jasmine were together? Didn't you come on here defending Chris and saying how good of a guy he was? Wasn't that you? Like, people hate Jasmine so much that they can't see logic, that they can't see when a person is clearly lying. Like, this is so crazy to me that y'all hate this girl so bad that y'all believe anything.
Somebody that has their kids and a person that don't have their kids, she's going to envy that, and she's going to use that, and it's going to just make her hate you more because she just wish that she had her kids. She wish she was in her kids' life full time. That's what's going on here. That she really had a problem with me having my kids and she didn't have hers. She is an op. She's always been an op. Like, and that's why I said I feel like some people that I'm gonna say some of these reactors are kind of dumb, because this woman literally just said in the same sentence, "Oh, I loved her so much," and then she was like, "Oh, what was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to do?" So I went live. I went live a whole day later, because I'm so concerned for her. Okay, bro. Then you say again, you should have trusted Chrissy and Marcella. You should have trusted them when they said I wasn't your friend. I took that and I don't hold grudges. I don't hold nothing, but I took that and I'm holding that one because bitch, you just cleared it that she was always fake. So
Here's what I would like to say to that. Out of the heart, the mouth speaks. A demon can only hide for so long. What's done in the dark will be made known in the light. I don't care how many lies a person tells. At some point, you're going to tell on yourself. You're going to expose what is really in your heart. So you can come on here, live, and try to speak about God this and God that, and act as if you are all about positivity and light. But when a person has discernment, they can see all through that. And I have seen all through that years ago. You are very calculated. You are very manipulative. You are a very evil person. And you don't care who you hurt. You came on here and you talked about your ex-husband as being narcissistic. No, you were revealing you. This is who you are. You deflect. Everything that you say about everybody, there is some truth in it because you're talking about yourself. All this deflection that you've been doing these past few days when it comes to Jasmine, you're really talking about yourself. All you're doing is just regurgitating the exact same words Jasmine is saying about you, and you're trying to flip it and put it on her. Anybody with common sense and discernment and ears to hear can see exactly how you're moving. This woman is unhinged. She's unhinged. And because she is dragging, if you will, Jasmine on these YouTube streets, y'all are rooting for this woman. Because she's saying everything y'all want to hear because y'all hate Jasmine. And it's a shame that a lot of y'all on here call yourselves Christians and don't have no discernment. Because what I see, this goes beyond flesh and blood. This is spiritual. And I see a pack of demons on here ganging up on this woman. Why? Because darkness hates light. And it will always be in opposition of it.
I love y'all. I love all my supporters. Thank y'all for supporting me, having my back in this situation, because it is draining. It is sickening. And the ones that know and that can actually read when a bitch is on here lying, thank you for understanding. Like, bro, come on. I would never let anybody touch my kids. Never. I could never. Y'all don't understand. Like, that shit hit home for me. That she said that I was, ooh, child. I don't even talk about it. I was raped. I was raped as a kid. I would never let anybody touch my fucking kids, bro. That shit really eats me inside. That shit eats me inside at gunpoint. People don't even know shit about me, but you gonna come on this platform and lie like that? That shit eats me alive. Only person that knows about this is Chris, Philip, my parents, one of my teammates, two of my teammates, because one of them was involved, and she knew, and I cut her off. And that's the only reason why this topic is so, it's touchy, because how dare you put that on my kids, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even like talking about that shit, like, I don't like bringing that shit up or thinking about that shit that happened to me. So I gotta put that shit out of my mind. When it's out of mind, out of sight, all that shit, all of it ain't there. She never knew that. I never told her. No, I've never told Liv that happened to me. I think I told, I never told anybody. I don't think I told any of my friends, YouTube friends. The only ones I knew, of course, was my friend, people, because I was in I was in middle school. I think I was in, what, 7th grade? We had to do a whole investigation. I had to sit in the room and repeat it. I had to do a lineup. Like, I still remember all that shit. Like, whew. All right, y'all. I'm about to go. So, I love y'all.
First off, I just want to say, Jasmine, I am so sorry you went through that. And I know I could see just your body language. I could tell you was just very uncomfortable sharing it, but at the same time, I appreciate you being vulnerable and transparent in that moment because people need to understand that you cannot be so quick to make judgments on people when you don't know who they are, especially when it comes to this social media. And she said that she was in 7th grade. So she had to have been around 12 years old when that happened. I can't begin to imagine how traumatizing that was for her. And for Jasmine to open up and share that with everyone, that took a lot of courage. It took a lot of courage, especially when you are sharing it in the faces of people that you know don't care nothing about you, who hate you. But she shared her truth. And what did Liv do? Let's take a look at what Liv did.
Imagine making up an essay story, y'all. Imagine making a whole story up in your head for sympathy. That's crazy. Like, we literally joked about that story. Like, she made that shit up. She actually heard another girl go through that shit, and she just took the story. That's crazy.
No, what's crazy, Liv, is you. You're crazy. She made that up in her head? Are you kidding me? Like, how evil can you be? See, Liv said what she said because she knew those allegations that she made, it backfired. And to try to save face, to try to make herself look good, she made it seem as if Jasmine was lying about this. Like, Liv, you are disgusting on so many levels, and you call yourself a woman? You call yourself a mother? This was a child who was held at gunpoint and was sexually abused. She said that she had to do an interview over this. There are documentation proving this. And you, because you don't want to admit that you went too far, you don't want to come on here and say, you know what, I was wrong. No, you can't do that because that's too much like right. That's too right. But instead, you go even gutter and tell a person who clearly was traumatized by that experience and having to relive that in her mind that you say she made up in her mind. She's literally showing the emotions from that anybody would express, having to relive that by talking about it. But she made that up. Y'all call this girl slow. She's slow. She's slow. Oh, but which one is it? Is she slow or is she a good actress? This girl literally was crying real tears, but you want to come on here and tell your followers that she made that up? And what's even worse, Liv, is that you had the audacity to say that y'all were laughing about a story that y'all were talking about, according to you. She made this story up because it was based off of something that y'all both had talked about previously, and y'all were laughing about it. Like, you talk so much because you're constantly trying to get out of the ditches you dig for yourself, and you don't even be catching the stuff you say. Are you kidding me? You were laughing about hearing about a story of a woman who was sexually assaulted? You thought that was funny? And you have 3 daughters? 3 daughters. Like, this is ridiculous. And you have women that follow you. 95% of your audience is women. And I'm pretty sure more than half of them have children. And y'all co-sign this mess? All the people who hate Jasmine, y'all are co-signing this mess? Are y'all for real? Y'all are believing that this was a plot that Jasmine just thought up off the top of her dome just to get sympathy? No, what's crazy is the fact that y'all are believing this woman. So what does that make y'all if y'all believe this? Okay.
She's very lonely in that house. She's very, very bored. She's just gonna keep obsessing. Well, she needs to handle her situation with her kids and stop worrying about me.
She's very lonely and she's very bored. That's interesting. It seems like that's you, Liv. You're saying she's obsessing over you, but you are the one who came on YouTube and started poking at her for no reason. Jasmine was minding her business. She has been putting out great content, very motivating content. We see that, you've been inspired over there because you started your little workout videos because you saw Jasmine was growing, because she's been doing her workout videos and losing weight. So it's so difficult for you to see anyone doing better than you, although it's not hard to do. But you don't like to see that, especially when you feel that Jasmine is beneath you. You definitely can't take to see Jasmine doing something where she's being outshined. Yeah, you don't like that. So what you do, you come on here, you started doing the same type of videos. But she was lonely and bored. You started this. And this is the one of the many issues I have with you is you always come on here and you pick at people, you throw subliminal jabs because you've been doing that for a long time, even when you were supposedly calling yourself Jasmine's friend. I heard many times in your lives you would throw little subliminal jabs. But you came on here and started it. And this is what you do. And then when you get heat coming back at you, then you want to play victim. No. That's not going to keep flying. And I want to give you the correct definition of obsession because I've noticed you've been using that word so much here lately. I want you to really understand what the definition of obsession means, okay? Obsession means when someone is obsessed, they've lost control of their feelings about the object of their obsession. The adjective obsessed is often used to simply mean very interested. But when someone is truly obsessed, their interest has become compulsive and they've begun to lose control over it. You are the definition of obsessed. Because, like I said, you have constantly for years, been coming on here, starting stuff with people, especially Jasmine. But you want to flip it and make it seem like Jasmine is over there lonely and bored and she's obsessed with you? Like, she wasn't even talking about you. She wasn't throwing no subliminal jabs at you. She was doing her, living her life, growing, maturing, evolving, living. But here you come because you had an agenda, but now you want to try to play victim? Come on. Let's continue to hear a little bit more what she says, and then we're going to end this.
Big Slow got CPS called on her? Is that what happened? That ain't my fucking problem. She don't give a fuck. She showed no mercy to anybody else and their kids. She said, I need CPS in my life. She said that about 20 times last night. I don't care. That's your problem. I don't need to be held responsible for shit. That's not my fucking business. That's her fucked up life. That's her problem, not mine. And I didn't say shit, and I didn't, no, that's not my business. She told on her own fucking self. Fuck. Swear, that girl's nothing but problems and drama. I've never had CPS called on me. Well, that's not true. One time in Florida, when I was with my ex, the police did come to my house to do a wellness check. I think it was somebody off of YouTube. It had to be. But, girl, it's fucking weird. Weird as fuck.
That's her problem, Liv. You didn't say anything. She told on her own self. Like, this is what I'm talking about, how delusional this woman is. Like, she literally said this and proceeds to continue to say even more stuff, making these allegations against her and what she does with her children. She literally spilled out of her mouth in this same live that allegedly Jasmine is locking her kids up and, you know, having her kids living in busted, you know, in a home with busted windows, and was insinuating what she was insinuating regarding Ava. Like, this woman literally said all of this in this live, but then turn around and said, I didn't say anything. That's her problem. She told on herself. Like, girl. But apparently Jasmine did come on here. I think she took the live down, but she said that Liv called CPS on her. Now, I don't know what the factual evidence is with that. I don't know if Jasmine knows for sure. She didn't really say, or she suspects. But to be honest, I wouldn't put it past Olivia doing that. Like, I really wouldn't. This woman is very spiteful, and if she feels as if she can't beat you fair, oh, she's gonna play dirty, dirty. Even if that means throwing out some false allegations on here just so she won't be looked upon as being wrong or seeming to look as if she lost. Like, she's very, very evil. And I don't just say that about just anybody, but this woman is evil. And so, Jasmine, I am so sorry that you continually have to put up with this mess. If it was me, because she threw out these allegations, like, I would file a lawsuit. Like, you can do pro bono if you're looking at feeling like you can't afford a lawyer. You can definitely do pro bono. But I feel that you would definitely win this because there are many recordings supporting the evidence that there is a lot of false allegations that she has made against you, against Chris. This is serious stuff. Like, these are not allegations you just blatantly throw out there with no proof, with no evidence. And if it was me, that's what I would have done a long time ago. But, you know, I just hate the fact that this woman is continually having to fight all these people on YouTube because of their own insecurities or whatever it is. Because I really don't understand how a person can have that level of hate for somebody that you don't even know. Like, that is insanity to me. And there is a lot of people in this community. I don't want to just say solely on YouTube, but in this community that hates this woman. And this is just crazy to me, and it's weird. It's extremely weird that this is something that has been ongoing for so long. Like, y'all are constantly coming on here talking about, you know, if she can't deal with this, then she needs to just get off YouTube. Why does she have to be the one to get off YouTube? Like, are y'all serious? She has to be the one to get off YouTube, but the people who are just bullying her and like trying to ruin this woman's life. Nothing has to be done to those people. Like, this is a free space for anybody, but when you are abusing the rights to be on this platform, then you should be the one to be removed, not the other way around. And the Bible clearly states that in the last days, they will call evil good and good evil. And clearly, on so many levels, I see that. Not just on YouTube, but just in the world that we're living in. Everything has been flipped upside down and everything is crazy. And they're trying to spoon feed it to us as if it's normal. No, this is not normal behavior. To those of you who have been affected in some type of way, as far as being sexually assaulted or sexually abused, my heart goes out to you. I know that this is something that follows you your whole life, and everybody's process of healing from that is different. And I just really pray that God comforts you and helps you through that time, and just gives you peace in your heart and in your spirit, and really helps you to heal completely, because this is a very sensitive subject. And I want to make sure that I'm handling this delicately, which is why I needed to say something, because I just feel like Liv is always going far, but I feel in this regard, she literally went too far. And so, to those of y'all who just have a hatred towards Jasmine, y'all really need to check y'all's heart. Like, seriously, you need to check your heart, because it's not normal to just be hating somebody the way y'all do when it comes to Jasmine. I have been watching this woman for years, and there has been nothing that I have seen that would scream that she is an unfit mother, that she is abusing her children. I have not seen that. Everybody's growth, it comes differently. Everybody's process comes differently. And many of y'all that are on here hating on this woman is older than her. So I would think that y'all would be more transparent in your approach and how you're observing her life, and come with some realness, because none of us are perfect. None of us had picture perfect lives. A lot of us made mistakes in relationships, in parenting, in managing our finances. Like, I really don't understand how y'all can really sit up on here and pick this woman apart as if this woman is not human. Like, I couldn't imagine. We all have had moments, many moments in our life, where it could have easily been where the shoe was on the other foot, and somebody could have easily picked apart our life and criticized the decisions we made and the choices we made. But that's what we're supposed to do as we continue to live. We're supposed to grow and evolve and learn and mature. And I've seen this woman come from a place of struggle, like extreme struggle, and she's getting it. It may not be as fast as it has happened to other people, but she's getting it. Why y'all can't rally and support this woman? Like, I really don't get y'all. But again, I see beyond it, because I know this is spiritual. So I'm going to speak to the spirit. God don't like ugly. Y'all have heard that all your lives, I'm pretty sure. But God don't like ugly, and God don't bless that. The way y'all are treating her, whether you're speaking it out loud or you're feeling it in your heart, God sees it. And you're gonna have to answer to him. You're gonna have to answer to him, whether you believe in him or not. That don't matter. Because there's coming a time when every knee is going to bow and every tongue is going to have to confess that Jesus is Lord. And you're going to have to answer for the things that you've said and done while you were alive and breathing on this earth. This is a time of reflection. There's a reason why exposure is going on right now. This is the time for it, because God is resetting some things. And y'all better make sure y'all are right with him. So y'all need to really check y'all's hearts, for real. Jasmine, I love you. I support you. I will continue to support you. You have been in my prayers for years, and I will continue to pray for you. God got you. You keep looking up to him. and you keep praying, and I'm serious, you need to pray, because what you're dealing with on this YouTube, this ain't flesh and blood you battling with, baby girl. This is spiritual, and you got to understand that. You need to get some discernment, and you're not going to get discernment unless you really start getting into that Bible and building a relationship with God. Because God is the one who will fight your battles. He's the one who's going to have your back. So it don't matter what they try to throw your way. God got you. And he's going to always, you hear me? He's always going to make sure you're victorious. So God bless y'all. God bless you, Jasmine. It's one love, and I'm out.